Welcome. This is an audio video dialogue representation of the chapter The Nightingale and the Rose from the SCRT 8th Standard Part 2 textbook. Nightingale and the Rose, written by Oscar Wilde. We see a young student sitting and crying in a garden. She said that she would dance with me if I brought her red roses. But in all my garden, there is no red rose. No red rose in all my garden. Ah, on what little things does happiness depend? I have read all that the wise men have written, and all the secrets of philosophy are mine. Yet, for want of a red rose, is my life made wretched. Here at last is a true lover. Night after night have I sung of him, though I knew him not. Night after night have I told his story to the stars, and now I see him. His hair is dark as the hyacinth blossom, and his lips are red as the rose of his desire. But passion has made his face like pale ivory, and sorrow has set her seal upon his brow. The prince gives a ball tomorrow night, and my love will be of the company if I bring her a red rose. She will dance with me till dawn. But there is no red rose in all my garden, so I shall sit lonely, and she will pass me by. She will have no heed of me, and my heart will break. Here indeed is a true lover. What I sing of, he suffers. What is joy to me, to him is pain. The musicians will sit in their gallery and play upon their stringed instruments, and my love will dance to the sound of the harp and the violin. Why is he weeping? Why indeed? The nightingale told the lizard why the student is crying. For a red rose? How very ridiculous! But the nightingale understood the secret of the student's sorrow and sailed across the garden in search of a red rose. She went to a grass plot near and asked a beautiful rose tree, "Give me a red rose, and I will sing you my sweetest song." "My roses are white, but go to my brother who grows round the old sundial, and perhaps he will give you what you want." So the nightingale flew over to the rose tree. "Give me a red rose, and I will give you my sweetest song." "My roses are yellow as the hair of the mermaidian. But go to my brother who grows beneath the student's window, and perhaps he will give you what you want." So the nightingale flew over to the rose tree. "Give me a red rose, and I will sing you my sweetest song." "My roses are red as the feet of the dove, and redder than the great fans of coral that wave and wave in the ocean cavern. But the winter has chilled my veins, and the frost has nipped my buds, and the storm has broken my branches, and I shall have no roses at all this year." "One red rose is all I want. Only one red rose. Is there no way by which I can get it?" "There is a way, but it is so terrible that I dare not tell it to you." "Tell it to me. I am not afraid." "If you want a red rose, you must build it out of music by moonlight and stain it with your own heart's blood. You must sing to me with your breast against a thorn. All night long you must sing to me, and the thorn must pierce your heart, and life blood must flow into my veins and become mine." Death is a great price to pay for a red rose, and life is very dear to all. It is pleasant to sit in the green wood and to watch the sun in his chariot of gold and the moon in her chariot of pearl. Sweet is the scent of the hawthorn and sweet are the bluebells that hide in the valley, and the heather that blows on the hill. Yet love is better than life, and what is the heart of a bird compared to the heart of a man? So the nightingale spread her wings for flight and reached the young student. Be happy, be happy. You shall have your red rose. I will build it out of music by moonlight and stain it with my own heart's blood. All that I asked of you in return is that you will be the true lover. The student looked up but couldn't understand anything that the nightingale said. The oak tree understood and felt sad for her and asked, Sing me one last song I shall feel when you are gone. So the nightingale sang to the oak tree. And at night, the nightingale flew over to the red rose tree, set her breast against the thorn, and sang all night. But the tree cried to the nightingale to press closer against the thorn. Press closer, little nightingale, or the day will come before the rose is finished. So the nightingale pressed closer against the thorn, and louder grew her song. And bitter was the pain, wilder and wilder. And the marvelous rose became crimson like the rose of the eastern sky. Look, look, the rose is finished now. But the nightingale made no answer, for she was lying dead in the long grass with the thorn in her heart. And at noon, the student opened his window and looked out. Why, what a wonderful piece of luck! Here is a red rose. I have never seen any rose like it in all my life. So he plucked the rose and went to the professor's house. He gave the red rose to the professor's daughter. You said that you would dance with me if I brought you a red rose. Here is the reddest rose in all the world. You will wear it tonight next to your heart and we will dance together. But the girl frowned. I am afraid it will not go with my dress. And besides, the Chamberlain's nephew has sent me some real jewels, and everybody knows that jewels cost far more than flowers. Well, upon my word, you are very ungrateful. So the student angrily threw the rose into the street. What a silly thing love is! And the student walked away.